Hola a todos. Bienvenido a Madrid. Welcome everyone to Madrid. Hope everyone's doing great on this fine Sunday afternoon. I'm standing outside my apartment. Contrary to what it looks like right now and what it will look like later, it's been raining all morning, so I haven't had a real chance to do anything today. Nor will I once the clouds come in that is supposed to bring some rain and cold weather. In fact, in Segovia, I just saw a video this morning. In Segovia, which is about a half-hour drive northwest of here, it's snowing. Now, mind you, it's up in the hills, but still, quite a contrast. Oh, excuse me. So what I thought I would do before the bad weather comes on is a lot of people have been asking about my apartment, and what that looks like, mostly like family. I know most of the subscribers and stuff don't really care, but I thought what I would do is show you what you could get in an apartment in the La Latina neighborhood for what I pay, which is about 1,200 euros. For my Canadian friends, that's probably anywhere between $1,600 and $1,800, depending on the exchange rates. But it is downtown, and like a lot of places, it also is having a bit of a rental housing crisis, which has elevated the rents. I'll talk about why I chose this particular place and this particular neighborhood in a bit. But why don't we take a trip inside and I'll show you what the place looks like. So it does have this cool old world charm to it. The stairs are very old. It's also not the most well-maintained building, but it does the job. So this is me. I'm on halfway between the first and second floors, which, by the way, in Europe, floors start on 0 and then go to 1 and 2, unlike back home where it goes 1, 2, 3. It's something to be aware of. So I'm actually on 1A. So we can start in the bedroom. You'd think I would have cleaned up if I knew I was doing this, but no, I didn't. This is my tiny, tiny little bedroom. You can see there's not much space between the mattress and the wall. And in fact, there's just a tiny gap over here. I do technically have a view out onto the street from this window here, but generally speaking, I spend most of my time in the living room anyway, so I keep this closed out. But I do have a view onto the alleyway where I started this video. From the bedroom, we get into the tiny bathroom with its tiny little sink and toilet, and a nice shower, a great shower actually. It's got one of those like rainfall kind of drips though. The only caveat is I only have about 10 minutes to shower and the hot water runs out. Of course, this is where I spend most of my day. There's my couch and my desk, which is full of camera gear and stuff. And then of course, TV and kitchen. It's actually quite a nice kitchen. I'm really getting used to this induction stoves. And you can see my little new spice area with all my good olive oil and that stuff. I did buy these Hamon flavored ruffles, but I don't know what to do with them. I don't think they'll actually taste good. I bought them kind of as a joke. Another fun European trick, since we're talking about them, is how to use these Invection, especially these ones. They usually have an on and off. It's a touch screen. And the burners will each have an indicator. So if I want the back one, it's that one. If it's the front one, it's this one. And then you plus or minus. This one has a scroll, which I don't really like, because you have to be kind of precise. But that's how you work it. If you want to work on the other stove, it's over here. But they're great because it's already telling me that it doesn't recognize anything on the stove, and it just won't turn on. It's great. And so yeah, standing in the corner, you can see the place is all one big long room. It's not big, but it does the job. I really enjoy it. I've come to learn in my travels that I don't need a lot of space. So I do most of my work sitting on the couch. That while I bought this place as a furnished apartment, it wasn't very furnished. It was barely furnished. So I did wind up having to buy a cheap coffee table. But this ottoman has been a great investment because trying to work all day, I'm able to put up my feet on something comfortable, which is quite nice. But of course, the real feature, piece de resistance, if you will, is my balcony. What's really interesting is not only do I have a window to the street below from my bedroom, I also have this view onto Calle de Cava Alta. It's not as pretty on that side because of the construction, but that's my view. So yeah, this is my place. This is where I'm home for the next little while. It is in a neighborhood called La Latina, which is just south, maybe a little southeast of the center of Madrid. It's a very touristy area. In fact, right behind me, through my window, what I overlook is Calle de Cava Baja, which is the most famous tapas street. And that's, in fact, why I chose this area. I could probably have found, well, I definitely could have found cheaper places, quieter places, if I would have chosen a spot outside the city. But I really wanted to be in the middle of things, at least for now. I really like exploring these old cities, and I want to see it. And I want to be able to, roll out of bed, shower, run outside, see something interesting before I have to be back. I usually start my workday around noon. And being close to everything really, really helps. In fact, I hired a relocation agent, which I'd advise doing. If you're looking for a place in Spain, you could check out idealista.com. That's the kind of a European, but in particular for Spanish, to find rentals, like long-term rentals. And but I went the route of hiring a relocation agent because she helped me with a lot more than just getting the rental apartment. But she was able to visit this place before I even arrived in Spain and showed me pictures, some videos, gave me some advice on, whether this was a good place or a bad place, those types of things. She lives in Madrid, she knows. And I explained to her what I wanted, what I needed, and she found this place for me. I was really excited, and I've been pretty happy overall. It's not like the best apartment ever. There's some issues with the landlord and the building owner. I think some of you might have seen my video where I got locked out, which actually turned out to be a good thing because they wound up fixing the lock and we don't have that problem anymore. That's good. I like that. But little things like this was supposed to be a furnished apartment because, again, not knowing how long I was going to be here, I didn't want to come to an empty apartment and have to buy a new couch and a new mattress and all this stuff, the kitchen, everything. So, but it's barely furnished. I have had to buy some kitchen supplies. I just bought a paella, in fact. I'm waiting for it to be delivered. And I've had to buy a mattress pad because it's not comfortable enough. You know, it's little things like that, but I don't care. I don't care about any of them. Like, they're minor inconveniences I might get grumpy about in the moment, but ultimately I don't care. I'll show you little bits of the neighborhood. You'll see it's just such a cool place to just kind of hang out, right? All of this is nothing, right? My day consists of, you know, getting up, walking the neighborhood, coming back. I've got a market just right over there, and it's great to have access to that because I can do some shopping for the week and all. But on a daily basis, I just run over. Maybe I'll get some clams one night. Maybe I'll get some other seafood. Maybe I'll get like a pork cut or something. You know, all fresh and immediate, and I love it, right? Makes for wonderful meals. Again, if you're following me on Instagram, you've seen some of the meals I make. So yeah, you know, and it's a challenge to do on a small kitchen, but with all the traveling that I've been doing, I'm kind of getting the hang of it, and I'm doing quite well with like little kitchens. So, you know, maybe that's a video. You know, advice to make fancy meals in a small kitchen. Of course, the biggest issue with this place is that it's noisy, and it's extremely noisy, and I was warned that it was noisy. Fair enough, but I signed up for that. And I'm lucky because I'm the type of person who can sleep really, really soundly. Like, it takes me a while to get to sleep, but once I'm asleep, I'm out, right? To be perfectly honest, the place is narrow, right? But I love that because I'd rather it be narrow and have access to both windows than, like, say if they made this thicker, right? And you only have one window. I like it. So yeah, that's the apartment. Nice rainy day activity. If there's anything else you'd like to learn about moving to Madrid, please throw it in the comments. I'm always looking for ideas for videos. I was thinking of some like how I'm managing my money and moving it around from country to country. Some things, I obviously want to do a lot more videos on the history of Madrid and that. I'm pretty focused on moving here right now. And I'm still waiting on some documents for my visa, so that's where my brain's been so far. But I would like to do some history of Spain, of Madrid, but also like practical things like, you know, how to get this apartment, you know, where I'm spending my money, how to get a bank account, those types of things. So if that interests you, please let me know. Check me out on Instagram, subscribe to this channel. I'm making shorts. I'm trying to do that once daily. Just random stuff about walking around the city, what I'm buying, what I'm eating. People seem to like that. Obviously, it's a big interest to me. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I'm really loving Madrid. I'm so lucky to be able to do this, having a job where I can do it from anywhere. So why not Madrid? And with that out of the way, I'll talk to you guys later. Adios. Hasta luego. Bye, everyone.